Recording. Okay, so maybe I'll just stop. All right. Okay, so let's start this lesson now. So I'm expecting that everybody has its own their own Grasshopper link as well. So again, going back to our lesson. So here, as you can see, these are the, I think you already know this one. I'll just skip on this, the Grasshopper element, Tekla elements in the Grasshopper. Then we have this basic Grasshopper elements or the basic command that we're going to use. And again, the basic Grasshopper commands as well. So first thing first, so enable for you to use the Grasshopper link. All right. So always we need to open the Tekla structure. Okay. So we need to open the Tekla structure software. And then when it's open, then you can now open the Rhino. So this is the sorting of how you open the two software. First, you need to open the Tekla structure and then Rhino. And then under the Rhino, you can just simply type this Grasshopper. So in my screen here, I have already this Tekla structure that I opened already. And then this is my Rhino. At the moment, I have the Rhino 7. So I don't know what you have, but as long as you have the proper link between the Rhino and Tekla using the Grasshopper link, then it should be okay. So what I'm going to do next is here, I'm going to type the Grasshopper. Grasshopper, then enter. All right, so as you can see here, once you open the Grasshopper, it will open this Grasshopper canvas. So in my presentation here, as you can see, I started adding the point. So if you notice here, if I click on this, I add construction point. Okay, so adding construction point meaning from your canvas, you can just simply type construct point. But we are going to do a different way today. Why? Because as you know, we do have the Grasshopper. We do have a, we do have a Grasshopper component nowadays in Tekla structure. So what we are trying to do now is we're going to use the Grasshopper component in Tekla structure. So here you can see that there's a Grasshopper component. Then we're going to use this one. Okay, enable for us to use this, then we need to change the way we create the model in our Grasshopper. So one of these is this construct point. So instead of add construct point, what we are going to do is we're going to add a Tekla point. Okay, so you can follow me on this. So just simply double click on the canvas and then, or sorry, no need for you to double click the canvas, but here under this, at the moment I'm using this. At the moment, I'm using the Tekla structure 2022. If you're using 2023, that's fine. Okay, so under this Tekla 2022, as you can see here, there is a Tekla point, there is a Tekla line, or there is a polyline. All right. So at the moment, I'm going to pick the Tekla point and then put this one on the canvas. So just put anywhere on this canvas. Okay, so this is the first thing that we're going to do, the Tekla point. So what does it do? Okay, so meaning here, it set a point in Tekla structure to be used in Grasshopper. So meaning we're going to use this one. Enable for us to get this point, we need to select the Tekla point right click on it, right click, okay, select Tekla point and right click, and then set one Tekla point. Set one Tekla point. So meaning, if I pick this set one Tekla point, I'm going to pick a position here in my uh, model. So just simply click the position. So I'm going to click the 0, 0, 0. Okay, click on that. And there you go. So as you notice here, this is the rhino. So when I pick the position in Tekla structure, then automatically it will come into the rhino. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the rhino. Okay, so now what I will do is, let me just I can delete this grid line. Okay, let us delete this grid line, and then okay, there you go. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this this rhino side by side, because whatever I'm going to do here in my in the canvas of grasshopper, we will able to see that one in the rhino first. Okay, right? So are we clear on that one? So meaning whatever whatever we key in our grasshopper canvas, then it will appear in our rhino. So let's start adding the elements in this Tekla, or in this grasshopper. So if we go back to our presentation here, okay, in our next page. So I have already, so this construct point, I exchange, or I change this one with the Tekla point. Instead of construct point, I use a Tekla point. Again, the reason why I use a Tekla point, so that I'm going to use the grasshopper component later. Because if I just use the construct point here, okay, so I will not able to use the grasshopper component later. Okay, so that's the idea why I changed the add construct point to the Tekla point. Okay, now the next thing to do is we need to add another point. But in this case, if you notice here, it just add another construct point. But this time, what we are going to do is I'm going to copy. Okay, I'm going to copy. So by the way, if you want to rotate the model in your rhino, you need to pick the right button, right click, and then move. Press right click and then move. So that's how you rotate. Now let's add another point here by simply copying. Okay, again, copy means we need to move. So in our presentation here, this move command, okay, where is my move command? I think here. Yeah. So duplicate the points of the line. So we need to double click the canvas and type move. So move command in grasshopper is equivalent to copy. Okay, remember that one, huh? The move command in grasshopper is equivalent to copy. All right. So what I will do is I'm going to create first second point. Okay. So again, double click on the I'm sorry. What happened? I think. Okay, I delete that one. Okay, so that's the point. Double click the canvas and then type move. All right, so you can see this icon move. All right, so the first thing to do is, okay, where do you want to move this one? So here, if I connect this Tekla point to geometry of the move, so look what will happen. See, by default, it will move on the Z direction. Okay, by default, it will move to the Z direction. But enable for us to, if we want to move this one on the, what do you call that? on the X direction. So again, double click the canvas, and then you just simply type X unit or unit X. So you can see here unit X. Okay. So just click the unit X, and then connect the unit X to the motion so that the motion of the copy will be according to this factor of the unit. So see here. So it goes to the X direction. Now, if you notice that there's no value yet, okay, maybe by default it's only 1 millimeter or one unit here. So enable for us to control the factor here, then we need to add the slider. So what is a slider? So if you double click again the canvas and then you type slider, so as you can see here, number slider, this number slider. But again, I will give you a shortcut on that one, because here in number slider, you double click the slider, and then here you can specify the minimum and maximum range. So, but if you don't want to, if you go straight to the value that you want to use, then don't use this slider. Instead, once you double click once you double click this canvas, okay, you just key in the value that you want to put. Let's say, for example, the value that I want to key in here is 3 meters. 1, 2, 3. See? So if I type here 3 meters, automatically it will adapt by the number slider. Okay? So again, you don't need to type here slider. This is the basic one. You type the number slider and then key in and then put in the value here. Okay, the rounding and all the minimum and maximum. But again, the shortcut here is just simply double click the canvas and just simply type the value that you want to use. Let's say 3 meters, and then automatically it will be a number slider. Automatically it will be 3,000, and then the range there will be from 0 to 10,000. Okay, if you want to change, then you can change, but at the moment, let's leave it there. Okay, now I'm going to link this one to the factor. And there you go. So here, if you notice, I have now this 3 meters length. Okay, so that is the 3 meters. So now, if this one is my X direction, then I can also add my, okay, before I add my my Y direction, let me just simply create a line between these 2 points. Again, a line consists of 2 points. Okay, so what I need to do here is just simply double click again the canvas and then type line. So you will find that there are 2 lines. Okay, one is contains the collection of the line segment. The other one is create line between 2 points. So we will use the create line between 2 points. Okay, create line between 2 points. And then as you can see here, this is the start. Okay, as you can see, it highlights. This is the start. Then you can put that one on the start. And this move is the end here. So if I want to connect this 1 point and this 2 point, this first point and second point, then I need to connect that one to the end point, and then you have the line now. Okay, so you have this line. Okay. Is there any questions so far? Any question? Nope. Okay, I cannot find. You can use our chat box if you have any question. If no, then we'll continue. Okay, or you can turn on your mic if you want to ask any question. All right. Okay, so that's the line along X direction. Okay, so now if I'm going to add the line along Z direction, so what I will do is this: just double click again the canvas, type move. All right, and then here I will add the Y, the unit Y. Okay, this time, this Tekla point, I'll link to this second move geometry, and then Y direction, and then again slider. You type 3 meters again, enter, and there you go. So you have now the Y direction. Okay, and of course, if you want to create a line, so here you can either type again the line, or here there's a shortcut to copy of this one. You don't need to write. You don't need to Control C to copy this one. You can duplicate this line by simply select this line and then press Alt key, and there you go. Alternate key again. Select the line, hold, and then press the Alt key. So yeah, you can duplicate that one. So this line is again, okay, the Tekla point will be the start point, and then the end point of this one will be this. So there you go. So you have now these two lines. Okay, so yeah, so we can start from there. I have already the lines from the lines from X and from Y. Now, if you may ask, what is our goal here? Just hold on. Okay, our goal here is we are going to create first a grid line in Tekla structure, because as you know, we can also create a grid line using the Grasshopper and Tekla link. Okay, as you notice here under this Tekla 2022, you can see here that there is a grid. So create grids in Tekla structure. So this is what we're trying to do now. Okay, so we're creating the lines now, and then from this line, then we're going to create the grid. So now let's create this one now. Let's say, for example, here maybe I'll put this one as 10 meters and this one as 10 meters. All right, so 10 meters, 10 meters. So let's start. So from this X direction, okay, X direction, or this line at X. So we need to copy this one to the towards Y. Okay, we need to copy towards Y. So we need to copy maybe a couple of line. Okay, again, there are two ways. There are two approach here. The first approach is you can divide lines so that whatever the total distance of this one, it will divide into the number of points. Okay, so that's one. But the thing is that one will be a constant division. But the other approach is we need to create a separate distances. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. So here on this line, just simply double click the canvas and then type move. Yeah, so this move, and then the motion will be on again, this one is a line at X. We're going to move that one to Y direction. So double click and then Y, unit Y. So this one, line geometry, and then unit Y. And then here you type, let's say 3 meters again. And there you go. So here I copy now this line 3 meters to the Y direction. Okay, so you just copy that one, maybe another a couple of lines here. So just simply press this one and then Alt key. All right, so here, if you notice, when you copy that one, it will still comes from the original line, but I need to change this one to this here. So now I have the control for this line and the control for this line. Okay, so I hope that one is clear. So this one may be 4,000. Okay, and lastly, let's copy another one. Again, select this one, hold Alt key, and there you go. So again, link this geometry to the new move, and here, maybe you can type here 3 meters. If this one is okay, let's put it 3 meters. Yeah. So as you can see, there's an excess there. So anyway, we will change that one a little bit later. So now I have already the lines on the X line, okay, on the X direction, on the okay, on the direction of Y, but line X on the direction of Y. So you just need to repeat that procedure, okay? So maybe I'll I'll check maybe if you want to do this one now, then you may do so. So I'll give you maybe a couple of minutes to do it. Just let me know if you have any question. Okay, so far no question. Okay, let's continue. All right. So anyway, I can continue because all I have to do is something like a same thing. Okay, I will just repeat the procedure that I have done on this on this what do you call that move on the line. Okay, on the Y direction. So again, move command. Click on this, and then this time I'll use the X unit X here, and then just double click, and then 3 meters also. All right. So here, and then here. So it will be on the across the side again, and then copy this one, copy, Alt, and then Alt. So I copy twice, right? So this one, link here, this one, link here, and there you go. So you have now the position of the X and Y. All right. So the thing is, here in the X factor and Y factor on the first line, we need to sum up. We need enable for us to close this one because at the moment there is an excess here. All right. So meaning there is an excess or excess means if I make this one smaller, see, it will not connect to each other. Okay, so enable for us to correlate or to relate this point to the line here, then we need to remove this one. Okay, we need to remove. Okay, we'll remove this one later, but the first thing that we need to do is we need to sum up this value. Okay, sum up this value and then link here. So how to do that? So what I will do is this. So just simply move this one a little bit up, and then here, just double click the canvas and then type addition. So here, addition. So if you notice here, addition of what? Of A, B. And if you zoom in, you can see the plus sign. So you can add more values here. So A, B, C, meaning A, B, C. So here I will link this one to A, link this one to B, and link this one to C. Okay, so this is the sum of these three value, and then this one, instead of 10 meters, I will delete this one. Okay, I will delete that, And then here, I'm going to link this sum to this here. So as you can see here, there's no excess here anymore. Okay? I hope you get it. So again, I remove the value, this value, then I sum up the value here on the X direction and Y direction, and then link to this total value of the points here. Okay, so I will repeat the procedure here. Again, double click the canvas and then type addition. And then here, you can again zoom in and then you can see the plus sign. And then link A, B, C. All right, and then here, delete this one. And then this, link it here. So you can put it this way or that way. Yeah. So that's the simple code for this. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, all right, very good. Okay, so now I have already the position on this. Now, the question is here. Okay, if I want to create a column on the corner or on the intersection of this grid, then I must have a points. Okay, I must have a points. So before I do the points, okay, or before I create a grid, sorry, before I convert this one to grid, because at the moment, as you can see, this one is only the things that you did here in Grasshopper, it's only appear in Rhino. That one still not yet in Tekla structure is still nothing. Okay, still nothing. Okay, enable for us to do that. What you can do is this. So here, going back to our Canva or our presentation here. So this is what we did, all right? And then I have these two, right? Just a recap. So this is what we did earlier. Now, this is addition, okay? So we sum up and to remove this excess. All right, and then now, this time, okay, this time, we are going to add the points, okay, on every intersection of the line. So enable for us to do that, we need to add these multiple curves. Okay, we need to add a multiple curves, and then we need to use the shift key to link all the geometry to the multiple curves. So take note of that one. To create the points on the intersection of each line, use multiple curve, and then enable for us to link all the geometry to the multiple curves, then we need to use the shift shift key. Okay, so again, double click on this and then type here multiple. So as you can see here, multiple curves. So now if I'm going to from this point, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, all right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So all in all, it's 8. So if I link this one to this curve, and then here, if I link this one to this curve, look what will happen if I don't press the shift key. It will remove the previous one. Okay, so you need to press the shift key, enable for you to link everything here. So I already linked the above geometry. So now the bottom one, shift key. So look, it will add these points. See here, it will add these points here again, and this one. So now I have already all those points. So are we clear on this? Hopefully it's clear. Okay, so no more question? No question yet? Everybody's still following? So I have already the points, but again, that one is still not yet in our Tekla structure. So the next step, okay, if you don't have any question here, okay, the next step is we're going to convert this one to the Tekla structure grid. Okay, so we are going to convert this Tekla structure grid line. Okay, so if you notice here, by the way, look, if I change this one to 3 meters, see here. Oh, okay. So okay, there's something wrong here. I think wait, huh? I'm not sure if this one should be here and this one should be here. I think, yeah. Yeah. So I I wrongly linked this one because there is the same value. That's why I didn't realize that I uh, uh, linked that one in the wrong position. So this addition should be the addition on the top on the y direction should be sum up of the y factor here. Okay. I hope that one is clear. Huh? I missed that one earlier. So this one, all you have to do is just simply interchange the link of this addition. The addition of the x unit should be the sum up to this unit x. So what I did is I put it in the different position. Okay, that's why it doesn't work properly. Now it's okay. Okay, so if you notice here, if I change this position here, see, it will be the value here will be isolated. See, it will be isolated. Yeah, as well as this one. Okay. Okay, so did you manage to correct that one? I hope you managed to correct that one as well. So again, the value that I sum up in this unit y must be linked to the unit y also. Okay, so what I did is I I just linked that one to the unit x. Okay, so let's continue. So this time around, we are going to add the we're going to what do you call that, to link this one to Tekla structure. So I'll put this one aside, and then here this is my Tekla structure. So look, if I add this grid, okay, you can type actually the grid here. Okay, grid, or you can just simply click this icon, put it here. And then as you notice here, there are already automatic labels here. Okay, if you want to control the labels, then you may do so. But the good thing with this one is the labels here are automatically assigned. So if I just simply link this point to this point of the grid, look what will happen. See, I have already the grid here. Okay, so this is Tekla structure, and then look. So this one now, if I change it, I can control this Tekla structure grid already, right? Okay. So now, what we need to do is maybe what I will do is we can just simply group this slider. Okay, I'm going to group the slider so that it will be easier for us to use this one in in our component or grasshopper component. Okay, so let's do this one first so that it will be it's more okay. If you want to make it straight, then you can just simply click this one and then straight this one as well. But that one doesn't I mean, if you want to look nice in your canvas, then you may do so. Okay, now let us save this one first. Okay, save document, and then save that one as let's say TC grid grid elements. Okay, it's grid and elements actually. Okay, save. So just save that one in your model folder. All right, save it. So now you will able to see that one in Tekla structure now. So here, if you click on the grasshopper component, so just simply load this TC grid element, double click. So here, as you can see here, I have the number slider. Okay, I have the number slider. So apply, I'm going to apply and then pick this one. So if I pick this position here, look, I have this one already. This is the, okay, this one is under this component, but this one is under the direct link. Okay, so remember, this grid is under the direct link. This grid is under this component. So meaning, if I change something here, see here, if I change something here, it will be modified accordingly because I'm changing this component. Okay. So there you go. Now, if you notice, for the naming here, if you want to have a proper naming, you may do so, so that what you call that, it will be easier for the other user to use this because they don't know what is this, right? So also we can group this one accordingly. So enable for us to do that, we will do this. Okay, so look, so here, the first thing here, number slider, I think we can change this one to, what is this one? This one is what? Okay, I can change this one to, instead of number slider, maybe 1 to 2. Okay, and then here, you can put any name, as you know. You can put any name. I'm just putting this one as an example, 3 to 4. So that one is the grid 1 to 2. Okay, or you can type here grid grid 1 to 2. Copy. Okay. Paste. Okay. All right, and then this one here, A to B. Is that right? A to B. Then here, grid A to B. Grid B to C. And grid C to D. Sorry. C to D. Okay, now what I'm trying to say is, okay, if you save this one, save it. So, and then you here, if you refresh this one, automatically it will be grid 1 to 2 here, this value automatically. Now, if you want to group this one, you may group this one something like select this and then right click, okay, select, and then right click on the canvas and then click here group. So under this group, you type here G, small g, and then colon, and then let's say you type here Y direction. Okay, so copy this one, and then here select this grid again, and then select the canvas, right click on the canvas and then group. And then this one will be G, this time is X direction. Okay, save. So look what will happen. Look what will happen. Huh? If I'm going to refresh this one, then as you can see here, Y direction, grid 1 to 2, 2 to 3, grid 4. So here, you can easily identify which one you are modifying, okay? Because you have a proper naming here. All right? I hope this one is clear. So if you're okay with that one, then you can save us and then, or let us close this one for the meantime now, okay? Just close it. All right, so leave it there, or maybe I can delete this one first, and then I will continue working on this grid now. All right, so now we have already created the parameters for our grid and create the grids in Tekla structure. So this one. Okay, so any questions so far? What is G and colon means? Okay, actually that one is just a code. Okay, it's a code. Remember, you know, in Tekla structure, there's a lot of code that sometimes it's difficult. Remember when we create the shortcut for our film folder, there is a code minus, okay, there is a code minus I. I don't know if you remember that one, right? In our target, we put here minus I and then space C and then colon. So this code, I also don't know how I can explain this one, but this one is a code. In Grasshopper, then it's G colon. Okay, G colon. Okay, so you just remember this one. It's something like a grouping. I don't know what's the G stands for. But again, I think this one is for a grouping of your parameters. Okay, so you have this semicolon and then G. Okay, Tatan? Okay, all right. How to disconnect the link? Okay, to disconnect the link, you can just simply look at my cursor, right click on the point and then here disconnect this one. Okay, or if you don't want to do that one, then select this one, press the control key and then put it like this. Is that okay, Steven? So there are two ways to disconnect. One is to right click on that, disconnect, or you can select this handle, click and then press the control key and then move it back. Okay, so that's the disconnection of the okay, so are we okay? How about the others? Thank you, Teten and Steven, for the question. Okay, so if there's no more question, then we can proceed. Okay, so this time, I'm going to add the foundation or the pad footing first. Okay, so our aim is to create at least one pad footing. On top of the pad footing, there will be a steel column, and then on top of the steel, there will be a connection. There will be a beam connected to the column. So that one is our aim. And then once we create those elements, then we're going to create the connection. Let's say, for example, a base plate connection for the column, a hinge connection for beam to column. So we're going to do that. So that will be our aim or our goal for today. So again, let's move on. So here, let's set this one aside, this grid, it's okay. Then here, if you notice, I have already the points here. Okay, so for these points here, if I want to copy the points to the bottom, okay, to the bottom, so all I have to do is to double click the canvas and then move. So this time, what I'm trying to do next is creating the foundation first, okay, creating the foundation. So to create the foundation, I need to move this one on the Z direction, okay, Z, but this time, this Z direction, it must be negative value, okay, from the global coordinate, it must be negative value. So double click the canvas and then you type here negative, let's say 1 meter, enter. Okay, sorry. I think you type here, okay, because I need a slider. So you type 1,000 first and then double click on this. So I think this time I can change this one to negative 3,000. The maximum is 0. And then hit OK. So meaning it will not go up. Okay. So this one I will put here 1,000. Okay. Sorry. This one negative 1,000. And then link here. And then these points, these multiple curves, I'm going to link to the geometry. So all the points will copy at below. Okay, all the points will copy below. So that's 1 meter. So meaning if I want maybe only 800 negative 850. Okay, so that one is the height of my foundation or my pad footing. Okay, so again, now once you have these 2 points, okay, once you have these 2 points, so this is the, I can rename this one as footing height. All right, footing height. Okay, and then, so meaning I need to create a line between these curves and this move. Okay, I need to add a line. Again, 2 lines made of 1 line made of 2 points. So this time I'm going to pick the start, or the start will be at the bottom, and then the end will be on the top. See, you have now the line. Okay, so once you have the start and end, okay, so all I have to do now is to convert this one with, okay, I will show you this one now. Let me just move this one a little bit up and here so that you can see now the in Tekla structure. All right, so I have now this Tekla structure here, and this one is the rhino. Okay, so from this line, okay, from this line, I'm going to add a pad footing. Okay, click this pad footing. All right, so this pad footing. So if I click this, if I connect this line to the pad footing, look what will happen. See, it will create a pad footing for me, for us. All right, it will create a pad footing for us. Now, this pad footing, I want to control the profile. So now I can just, it's either I add a profile here or I will just simply click on the part attributes and then link these attributes here. And then under this profile, I will put this profile here and then double click. So I can type here the size of the pad footing. Let's say 1.5 by 1.5. Let's see. Profile. So that one, meaning this one is already 1.5 by 1.5. Okay. Or if I change this one to 2 meter by 2 meter, then hit OK. So it will change the size. But I think it's too big. So maybe 1.8 by 1.8. Okay. Now, so the good thing here is if you change the position of the X direction here, so it follows, huh? It follows. Okay. Okay, so up to that point, is there any question now? So we already created the pad footing on top of the grid or below the grid. So is there any question? All right, so I think no question so far. Everybody is following. Okay, so next. All right, so once we have this pad footing, all right, so we leave it there first. And then the next thing is we're going to add now the column. So here for the column, same thing what we did for the pad footing for the column. So I'm going to add, okay, I'm going to move here, move. So this time, again, Z direction again, but the position of this one is, let's say, 4 meters. So here, 4 meters, and then motion, and then here, I will just simply link. Okay, look at the bottom, huh? Look at this one, huh? So it will create now the points above. See? So that one is for my column points. All right. So again, if you create the line here, line, if you create 2 lines here, so the bottom now is this one. That is the start, and this is the end. See here, you have now the line. So again, this line must be converted. Okay, this line must be converted to the column. Okay, so still column. So from this Tekla structure dialog box, you can see here the steel column. You just pick it here. And then again, here you have the attributes. And also under these attributes, you can have the position as well. Oh, position is here. We want to change the position. The profile. And then under the profile, maybe I'll use the UC section, I section, UC, sorry, UC 305 by 118. Hit OK. All right. And then now link this one to the curves, and then look what will happen. See, you have now this column. Right. By the way, you may ask if you want to control the color, that one is also okay. So here, if I go to this slider and then type here, let's say 14, or sorry, maybe 1, nope, sorry, 8. Okay, so here you link this one to the class, and then as you can see here, you can change the color. All right, as well as this. So just double click, let's say 10 class. All right, or if you want to change this one up to 15 or 14. Okay, so that is the class. Okay, what is this one? Up to 14. So that one is the up the different color. All right. So hopefully everything is clear. Hopefully everybody can follow. So I have now this column. All right. I have also this pad footing. Okay. And column. Now, actually, here in this, okay, so if you notice here as well as the column, if I need to change this one to center, okay, so that it will be center. Now, I remember there's, I don't know, maybe somebody um, remember the command for this rotation. There is something like a rotation wheel that I cannot, I don't know, is it the beam? No, no, it's not the beam rotation. There's a wheel that anybody can remember that one, that wheel, rotation wheel, because that wheel you can link this one to the rotation so that you can move it to 45 degrees, or but because at the moment at the moment this rotation, I can just simply use the double slash. I can just use the panel, let's say 90 degrees. If I link this one to this rotation here, see, look at this. If I link this 90 degrees to the rotation, then it will change to 90 degrees. But anyway, if you remember that one, then you can use that one to this rotation wheel. I forgot the that particular command to make it like something like a dial. Uh, okay, maybe I'll put dial. No, it's no. Anyway, just leave it for a while. If you remember that one, then you can just simply apply that one to the rotation for the position of our column. Okay, now next is now the question is, okay, before we move forward, is there any question that you want to ask before we continue? Because at this point of time, we're going to add the beam. Okay, we're going to add the beam on the column. Is there any question so far? Nope. So, okay, so it means it's good. Everybody's following. Okay, so now next is let's create now. Okay, this one is the okay, this one. Yeah. Okay, so this time around, we're going to create the beam. So enable for us to create a beam. So we need to identify these points, okay? These 2 points. So we need to get the individual point on this, because at the moment it will highlight, if I click on this move, it highlights everything. Okay, so the question is how we are going to isolate each and every point, okay, or identify that point. So okay, there's a command. Okay, there's a command here. Maybe let me just go back to this. Let me increase this one so that it will be much more clear for you. Okay, so let's do this one. So this is the canvas again. All right, so what is the command that we're going to use? So here, we need to create the item list for these points. So because here at this point, it's all group, right? So we need to itemize these points. So enable for us to do that, we need to double click and then you type here item list, okay, or list item. Okay, so this list item. So if you notice this list item, if I select these points and then link this one to the list here, then it will give me this list. So just click this one, 1, 2, 3. So the thing is, this list item, I need to identify. So if you notice here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6. Yeah. So I think we have around 15 or so another 4, so 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So meaning each and every, now this one is something like we extract this point into the list item. All right. So meaning we can easily create the points now. So if I type here the line, so here, if I click start and this one, so that one is this is the one. The start is here, somewhere here. But I think I remember there's something like you can start that one from the start. But anyway, let's find out where is this these points. Okay, so I think it will be here. 8, 9. What is 8, 9? Okay, that one is 8, 9. No, it should be uh okay. So if this one is 15 and 1, nope, sorry. Okay, so let's start with so if this one is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is the 4, and this is the 5. Okay. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think this is the one. Yes, this one. So meaning, this one is, this is the I, and this is the 4. So if I add this one here, so meaning this one will be this I start, and then no, not 5. Okay. Okay, let's do this one now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I need to change the index of this one. Anyway, let's do that one first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one is 3. Start, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. This one here. Okay, so I have these two. Let me do this two first. Okay, so I have this line 1, and then on the y direction, line 1 and line 4. Okay, so I have these two beams now that I can use for the meantime. Okay, but anyway, maybe this, because this one is random, so you can try in your case which one is something like this 1, 2, 3. Earlier when I tried this one, my one is starts from 0. So I think I remember there's something like that we can change the expression of this one. I don't know if it is graph or something. No. Okay, just maybe the list should be here. Maybe there's something here. No. Simplify. No. Reverse. Reverse is the other way around. Yes, that would be okay. Okay, if it is reverse, or let's see, no. Okay, anyway, just leave it for the meantime. We'll put it this way. Put it as reverse. Okay, so undo. So now I have these two beams. So what I will do is I will create a two beams here. Okay, two beams. So meaning I'm going to add this beam here, and then add the profile. So the profile will be, let's say UB, okay, UB 356 by, let's say 51. Hit OK, and then OK, and then line curve. There you go. So here you have this. You have this one now, and then if I put this one here as well. Control. So I have this one now. Okay, but the thing is, I need to separate this one, enable for me to, if I want to have a different connection. So what I will do is I will just simply Alt key, and then okay, so this one, I'll put it this way. So I have two different two different beam here. Huh? So meaning I can select separately. Yeah. Okay, so now let's do the okay. So far, any question on this one? Again, what I did here is I need to list the item, enable for me to separate the points. So in that points, so from this list, I can just simply gather that list and then create the line out of it. Okay, and then connect, and then create the beam here. Right? So if I just simply, yeah, so this one. Okay, so now for the other, then I think you can just do that one later. For the other beams, if you want to add, if you want to create a rafter, then you need to make it sure that your column is not on the same point. Of course, if you want to create the rafter, then that one again is a different approach, right? So the important is now you know how to use the canvas or to create this what do you call that, this code enabled for you to model the Tekla structure model, okay, using the codes, right? So now let's move on to the connection. Okay, for the connection. So here for the connection, let's do the this pad footing first. Okay, again the pad footing, for the pad footing, if you notice it's one, but basically if I use the reinforcement for the pad footing, it doesn't work for all, but I need to create the list item again, the list item, so that I can easily add item, list item. All right, so I just need to link this one and then again add. Okay, so maybe this one, or maybe 10, yeah. I should copy that one, okay. Actually, I should copy that. So maybe I'll just copy this one for the next use. Okay, so now, so this is the pad footing. So in this case, all you have to do now is to create the reinforcement for the pad footing. So we need to add the component. So where is the component? So this one. Where is the component? This component. Yeah. So for this component, what you need to do is this. You need to add the this one component. So for this component, I need you to double click on this and then type here the pad footing. Yeah, pad footing reinforcement number 77 and hit OK. And then put that one on the name. All right. And then when you link that one to the name, automatically there will be a plugin input. So you cannot directly link this one to the plugin input. You need to just simply you need to type again the plugin input, And then this one, let's say, pick this, and then, okay, see, where is that one? Control 2. So let's see, where is that plugin? There you go. So that's the one, actually. That is the one as well, right? So maybe what I will do is, let me just reverse this one. Reverse. And this one also reverse. Okay. So let's see. Let's start with that one. So 1. Now, if I'm going to, I don't know, if I link this one here, see, it doesn't show anything because it doesn't, uh, what I mean is, it cannot be, multiple item to be put in the plugin input. So what you can do is, maybe I need to add another plugin input and then put it here. Let us try this one and then put it here. Yeah, that one works. That one works. So here, if I have this plugin input and then this one, I can just simply alt key, alt key. Let's put 4. So here 1, and this 2, and then here ship, then ship. So you have now the reinforcement for that. So the plugin input must be individual, but again, the component would be 1. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that one is clear for the adding of the reinforcement to the pad footing. But again, if you have a particular attributes for this, let's say this one attributes file, then you need to make it sure that you save something. So let's say, for example, here, double click on this one. So you save, let's say here, TC save as. So example, let's put this way as 2. Everything is 2. And then save as. Okay. Now, TC, I saved that one as TC. So if you notice here, if you want to change the color of this, so you need to type here attributes file. Just double click and then double slash panel. So you type here TC. Oh, sorry. I think capital letter TC. Okay. So that is the attribute file. So if I link this one to the attribute file, yeah, see, it becomes red. Okay, so I hope that one is clear to everyone. Any questions so far? Okay, no? Okay, so let's continue. This time around, let's add the connection here on the column detail. Okay, for the column detail. Again, for the column detail, so where is our column? Our column must be here. Yeah, this column. So I'm going to put this one here and then link this. All right, link this one. And then, again, I need to have a list of item, and then let's say reverse this one. And then here, I can now add the component. So this component, I will use again the component here. Double click the component, and then you type here 1014, stiffener base plate 1014. Okay, link that one to the name. And then here, main part. If I click this main part here, look what will happen. See, I have already the connection. Yeah, so this is my stiffener steepener column base plate, right? Now, if you notice here again, if you want to change the size, or maybe I'll change this one to base plate. Let's see what is the other base plate connection. 1004. Hit OK. Yeah, this is the base plate connection. Now, if you want to change the thickness of this one, of course, again, you need to save that one. You need to save that one here. So let's say this, the thickness is 25. And then let's general, I'll put here 6 so that I can change the color. And then here, TC, save us. Okay. And then okay. So now here, if I type again okay, I think I have this one. Okay, so actually, see, I changed that one to yellow color. Okay, and again, if I press this one, shift, main part, yeah, here, see. Again, shift, then you have now this connection here for the base plate of the column. So if I pick this one up to 7, there you go. So you have now all this connection, as well as this one. If you, for the foundation, you need to add more plugins here. Anyway, no need for us to do that one. So here we have now the connection of the base plate or the base plate detail. Now, again, if there's any question, then I can continue with the connection of the beam. Okay, so for the beam, again, here I have these 2 beams now. I have these 2 beams. So if you notice here, I know already that this one, this is I, and this is 3. Okay, this is 3. Okay, here, let me just check this one. What is 7? Okay, 7 is this one. So 3, 4, 7. Okay, 3, 4, 7. Okay, now, if that one is the case, then here, under the connection here, I have the, again, I'm going to have the component here. And then this time, the component will be hunch connection, hunch, number 40. Okay, so put it here. So if you notice here, the moment that you link that one to the component, it will tell you that this component is for the connection. There is a main part, there is a secondary part. Look, at the column, it's only the main part and the point. Okay, so, and for the concrete, it's the plug-in input. Okay, so you have 3 different conditions here, right? So here, if I use the hunch connection, then it will show you the main part and the secondary part. So main part is the column, secondary part is the beam. So meaning, let's say, for example, this beam. So this beam, the column, the first column that I'm going to link here is this one, this I. Okay, and then this one, this beam. Look what will happen. See, I have now this connection. And then if I link again the number 3, okay, I don't know if this one works. Yeah, that one works. But okay, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. So what I will do is I'm going to use the number 4, and this one here. So there you go. Okay. Now for the other one, I can just simply copy this one. So this time, let me just disconnect and disconnect. All right. So this one, I will use the other connection. Let's say the connection will be maybe clip angle 141. All right. 141. So again, main part. So the main part of this one will be 3. Okay, this one will be 3, and this one. So you have now the clip angle. And this one will be 7. Control, shift, and then shift. So 141. Now, again, if I change this one to TC, double click, and then change the part to general. Let's say put this one as 2, and then the bolt will be how many? So instead of 2, I'll put 4, and then TC. Save as, close. Okay, so now, again here, PC, sorry, this one. PC, attribute file. See, 4, and then 4. So there you go. So that's how we add this connection using our grasshopper. So we have a different condition here that we tackled, but the important is you need to create, you need to list the item if you have a group of elements that you create in grasshopper. So once you save this one, just save, right? Save it. So again, okay, the thing is, I don't know what will be the component here. I think this one is, what is this, number 11. So because now is, what happened is all this, maybe I'm going to group this one. I'm going to group this, and then G, or small g, colon, and then I type here what do you call that? Let's say elements. Okay, elements. All right. So once I save this one, save, because if I don't group this one, it will not appear in my grasshopper here. So look, if I redraw this one, now I have this attributes. Wait, huh? Okay, the y direction is here. This one is the elements. These are the grid direction, and this is the elements. So here you can still sort out what you want. Let's say, for example, all the profile catalog, you put that one in one group. All the component catalog, you put that one in one group. All the attributes file, you put that one in one group. So it will be sort out properly. Okay, so I hope that one is clear. So what I will do now is, since I have this one already, so look, let me just open my Tekla structure, and then delete this one. Okay, so here, the application of this one using the grasshopper component is, let's say, for example, you are in a demo. Okay, so you can prepare something like this, and then you just simply apply, and then pick the position, and there you go. So here, you can use this one in your demo. But of course, you need to do some preparation on this. So here you can see that this can change. Sorry. This can change. All right. So automatically it will change everything. Will follow the grid line. Okay. Good for something like a simple demo. So if you don't have much time to do the modeling, then you can create something like this. Maybe you have a second floor or third floor or a roofing. So make it smaller. At least when you pick this one, and then you can change then the the client can simply see the flexibility of our software. Okay, so I hope that one is clear. Is there any question? Any question? Okay, just